Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Tara by Laura González. My name is Laura González, and I welcome you to the coffee break today, April 1st. April 1st of 2022. Can you believe it's April already? That is ridiculous. Anywho, April Fools. I don't like pranks. I know this might be a deal breaker for some of you. Maybe some of you think that pranks are the best thing ever. I am not pranking you when I'm telling you I do not like pranks. It's just, I don't know, something about it that, um, something about it that doesn't sit well with me, especially when people utilize very serious things to prank other people and make jokes that are not necessarily, I don't know. I just don't like it. Anyway, so please don't prank me. I don't like pranks. And yes, I've been telling everybody, forget it. It's April Fool's. Don't believe anything. So yeah, I'm a party pooper. I'm sorry. I just don't like being pranked. Anyway, today's Friday, April 1st. And on Sunday, I will be at the Honky Tonk in Pilsen as part of the Pilsen Community Market. Hi, my Blair. Hi, Grim Girl Julia, and everyone who is connected. We have a lot of people on Facebook, but I don't see who you are until you're coming. There's Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Regina. Yes, we are live, Regina. And hi, Marin. Marin says, I never like pranks either. I never know how to pronounce your name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyway, today we are learning the card of the day. And speaking of learning the card of the day, I have to tell you, you've all convinced me. I'm going to start teaching tarot. The first class is going to be on May 1st. The second class, May 29th. And then every last Sunday of the month after that. Um, and they're only 20 bucks. It's going to be a group setting, and the information is on my Calendly, where you can access the sign up information. So May 1st is the first class. They are recorded, so if you cannot make the class live, you can watch the recording later. So with that, without further ado, let's see which card are we learning today. And is the Three of Swords reverse. Funny, because I was just reading something about crying, and then this card comes back. So to learn the card, first let me give you the interpretation. I will think. I look at the clock, is 3 minutes and 33 seconds of recording. That is amazing. The card is a number 3, in case you haven't noticed, the Three of Swords. So the interpretation for the weekend will be healing is taking place, our heart ache is going away, and we are finding ways to find ourselves whole once again. Think gravity and the weight of the pain or the weight of the swords falling away and pulling out of your heart. And that will be the interpretation for the weekend. But learning the card and how to interpret the card. So we always go with number, suit, and then symbols present on the card. So number 3, right? The card is a number 3. So number 3 is a number of building something, creating something, manifesting or materializing something. Remember, we live in a three-dimensional world, and we need 3 things to have something standing up, such as a tripod, right? Um, And it might be standing up, it might be materialized, but it's not solid, it's not sturdy, as if you have a little stool on four legs, or you have a little stool on a tripod. You know, the tripod's still a little bit unstable, yet it is manifested as creative. So number 3 will be a number of creation or manifestation, materializing something on the real world. Hi, Sandia. I see your hearts. Thank you for being on the Instagram live. So number 3 is the number of manifestation. So this is a very real, very tangible situation, right? That's the number. But then the suit is that of swords. And the swords represent thoughts, ideas, um, ways of thinking, and ways of communicating. So in this case, there was a word, or there were a conversation or an argument that took place. And as a result of that conversation, as a result of that argument, we have a very tangible, very real heartache, right? Because it represents the heart. But if you ever had a reading from me and you have this card, you know I always explain the difference between I'm heartbroken, right? My heart is in pain because so and so happened, and how could they? How could they? And we usually, put our hand on our forehead or in our temple, and we are like, oh my God, how could they betray me? How could they say something like that? It's more of a heartache that happens on the mind than on the heart. I'm not saying it's not painful, it is painful, but it's more of a surprise, the element of surprise, the element of being caught on guard, or to feel betrayed. So a lot of people pairs this card with cheating or betrayal, but not every time the cheating is physical. It might be more of a betrayal of trust. And in all honesty, I would rather, not that I want it to happen, knock on wood, but I would rather my partner be unfaithful physically than to be unfaithful or disloyal emotionally or intellectually. Personal preference. So the whole card is talking about that kind of pain, right? That kind of like, how could they, or how do they betray me? But remember that from every wound, there is an opening where the light can come through. And in this case, the card being reversed is just the opposite. And this might be an indication of healing. Again, think about gravity, think about the cards being pulled, think about the swords being pulled out of the heart. And this is probably a month or 2 months after the situation that bring us all that pain is kind of like easing away, and the heavy weight of the words, the heavy weight of the thoughts that were so hurtful, it's actually fallen out, and it's healing. That is my interpretation. That doesn't mean that's it, and everybody has to read this card as healing when it's reversed. That is my interpretation that I come through while I see the message, the number, the colors, and the symbols on the cards. So, how do you read? Ultimately, it becomes part of how your life story and history comes through. How can you tell a story? How can you piece um, the pieces together and tell the whole story, right? Right now, we're talking about one single card and the meaning of that card when it's reversed. So, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. That whatever was hurting is going away and healing is on its place. And I wish you all the best. Please come and see me in Pilsen at the Honky Tonk Barbecue if you can. And to all of you, I'll see you Monday. And to all of you who would like an online session, please book me on the private session. Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Oh my God, Ritu, stop posting on my page. I'll have to go and kick him out. Anywho, thank you everyone for being here. Never forget that you are loved. Bye-bye.